Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, and great millstones. Salute to the sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. Right? Yeah, I know you brothers out there done heard the news, man. Trump made an announcement about the $250 bill, right? With his picture on it, you know. And I had to ask myself, I said, why in the hell would America be issuing a $250 bill unless they know that, you know, that this is a collapsing economy, all right? America's basically turning into a third world country, you know? Because I was wondering to myself, I said, where the hell are we living at? We living in fucking Honduras or El Salvador or Haiti or some third world country, you know, where they got $500 bills, $1,000 bills, you know, when you go to the stores out there, bag of rice is $300, you know, a pair of sneakers is $800, or dinero or pesos or whatever in that foreign currency. Why in the hell is America issuing a $250 bill, you know? But we know Trump is Nero, all right? Nero 2.0, and the presidents, these former presidents are Roman Caesars coming back reincarnated, and that's why they have the insignia stamped on their currency, all right? But this all symbolizes the collapse or the downfall of America, even at its 250th year anniversary of being a so-called independent nation, all right? So I'm gonna just bring out this one scripture. This is James chapter 5, verse 2. It says, your riches are corrupted and your garments moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and you shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days, all right? Yeah, America prides itself on being the richest country in the world. That's what, at least that's what the sitting presidents always say, especially Trump. He always throws that out there, that America is the richest country. It's the most powerful country. He has the best military, and this, that, and the third, giving America all of his props. All right, you know, just pushing all the smoke and mirrors out there. All right, glorifying this wicked country as if it's the best. Okay, but the scriptures tell you otherwise, you know. America's riches are corrupted, you know. How was America established? Through the blood, sweat, and tears of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, enslavement of the Hebrew Israelites, all right? That's how America became great, a great country. And Trump always got that MAGA slogan, make America great again, which means to put you black and Latinos and North American Indians back in hardcore slavery, all right? Even RFK said that in a statement, you know, to take black boys and work them on the farms, all right? Apostle Tahar made a video going into that, showing you that, you know, which Robert Kennedy, he's one of the 13 Illuminati families from the Kennedy family, okay? You know, so this society is over, man, all right? You know, everything is all set up in gear and in motion for the economy of America to collapse, so that the so-called white man or the Illuminati or the powers that be can institute that MOTB, all right, and do away with cash currency. You know, who's going to take a $250 bill to the supermarket? A lot of people not even making $250, man, like that, you know, all right, because of this inflation going on, especially with these wars that are being fought in America, especially because the U.S. and Iran can't make a deal with the Strait of Hormuz, where like I believe that's 30% of the globe's oil comes through that strait, all right? So it's affecting the economy on a global level, okay? So this society is done, man. You know, cash currency, fiat money, all of that shit, man, is becoming obsolete. And a $250 bill, it just further proves that for America, out of all countries, to make a $200 bill. Okay, now they used to have that's one of the main reasons why they got rid of the other big bills that they used to have. I believe they had a $500 bill. I can't remember if they had a $1,000 bill or not, but I forgot who was on those bills. I gotta look it up. I believe it was Samuel Chase. But you know, you did have big bills that were never really put in what's the word I'm looking for? They never really put those huge bills out there like that, like the $500 bill. All right, you know, because at that time, you know, the economy was doing well. All right, and things were much cheaper back then. All right, things were much cheaper back then. You heard the saying that I think Fat Joe said it, that yesterday's $1 million yesterday is not today's $1 million, something to that effect. All right, showing you that you know, the whole world, especially here in America, that we're all being affected by this inflating prices of your daily necessities and living, you know. And it's, you know, this is all a setup. It's all a global plot to do away with cash money and issuing the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip, spoken of in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, you know, from the 16th verse on down. Anybody telling you different, flee far from them. Don't even pay them no mind, man. Okay, you know, you got a lot of insiders that have brought that out, and that's besides Great Millstone, you know. But we the ones who push it the most, and we the ones who broke it down according to the scriptures, according to the prophecies found in the Holy Bible. All right, so I'm gonna end this video on that note. Say shalom, while we're rocking to you brothers out there. Keep fighting a good fight, you know. Continue on keeping faith and prayed up and holding steadfast, all right, to the day that the Lord comes back to judge this place and deliver his elect. Shalom.